Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 6. Alright, so last time we had the kind of completion of that arc, I think, where we lost Stila, which was very sad, but we did manage to push the Separatists out of Onderon, so very cool there. I don't know if we're going to be just moving completely on to something else or if there's some aftermath stuff. We'll see. I have no idea, but I am looking forward to whatever's next. So, yeah, I say we just jump right into it, shall we, and see what we're getting into this time. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Bum 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 bum. He who faces himself finds himself. Hmm. Kind of sad in a way, but I get it. Hmm. Look at the little Wookiee. A Jedi Wookiee? Hmm. Gungi. Gungi! I've heard that name before. I don't know much about him. Is this Illis? Hmm. I hope I got that name right. The first Fallen Order game. They come here to build their own light. I'm pretty sure it's here. Also, a Jedi Wookiee is super cool sounding. I want to see one. I mean, I know I see one. I see Gungi, but cool. Hmm. This is really neat. I am in on this episode already. Oh, hey, he's just chilling here. Hmm. Cool. There's a puzzle using that thing in the game! That's always fun. Damn, how do they refreeze that? Or is it just a constant waterfall? Nope, it's not. Forever. Oh shit. That's crazy. So scary. Interesting, it just like progressively freezes as the time passes. Huh. It is. Hmm. They said to stay together, trust each other. Hmm. Oh no, is he alone? Damn, don't send Biff alone? Oh, he's trying to change. I have. Please let these kids be okay, but I'm worried. Oh, poor buddy. They're so young to be thrown into something like this. That looks precarious. Yikes. So I will say in the game, I felt like they hinted at younglings that, like, died here or something. And what I heard about Gungi, I want to say that he was already dead from what I heard of him. Doesn't mean he dies here. I'm a little worried, though. Just to let you guys know what's already on my mind. Oh, wow. That's really cool. No. Guy's so expressive. This kid's so expressive with his like hands and stuff when he talks. Hmm. Gungi. Oh no. Gotta like cross the ice water. Oh! Oh. A test of patience, maybe. Man, do you think if they get stuck in there, there's really nothing they can do? Is it really just like they leave kids in there to die for 19 days? Oh, Jesus, that's so scary. Well, it does look like some kind of monster, but maybe it's something that he has to overcome? Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh, something sounds sparkly. Holy! How do you know which one? They're all glowing. Are those all crystals? Hmm. Interesting. Oh, interesting. I feel like I recognize that voice. Interesting. I just. I'm so worried for the safety of these kids. I feel like there needs to be more safety precautions. I mean, maybe they tell them to help their motivation that they won't be saved for 19 days, but she's climbing ice with bare hands, too. Don't rely on your technology. Rely on your trust in the Force. I feel like that's what someone would say to him. Oh. Well, it does look like a weird, like a bug-like creature. I feel so bad for Biff. Well, now that we know that Petrobot run back that was fake. Hmm. Poor guy. Ooh. That, like, tension building sound in the background. Interesting. Now I have no idea if it's real or not, compared to, like, what he got. What is this place that looks so creepy for this poor kid? Oh. Did the redness around the area? Oh, interesting. Was it like like a force illusion to scare him more? Like they gotta overcome something here. Like he had to overcome his fear. Ooh. And the rest of the room isn't glowing now? This feels like those are real. Yes. Yes, that. Oh. Interesting that it's right where he was cracking. Man. This almost feels like a whole, like, dream. Like, he just happened to break. That thing still works enough to do that? He had a self-destruct function on it? This almost feels like a whole dream sequence or something. Like, this whole part isn't real. I don't know. There's just something interesting about it that's, like, feels so mystical. I mean, I know the Force is already mystical, but... Oh, it's all frozen over. He, like, meditated for a few and found his patience. The further he gets, the more frozen it should be, I would imagine, right? Yikes! Because this is like the part that's been... Whoa! Nope. Kind of funny seeing someone with, the Force, like, just, like, slip and fall. Alright. Bonk. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. These kids are always falling. So dangerous. That's so scary. Oh my god. Okay. He's gonna have to make the choice. He's running out of time. He's gonna have to save her. And that's how he's gonna get his. Yep. Finding your crystal lies by saving her. Yo, that's fucked up, Petro. It's like Yoda knows that that just happened. Oh, I feel bad for her because she did nothing. Oh my god, it's freezing so fast. Petra, you gotta go back and help her, man. There you go, buddy. Go, go, go. Oh. Like, vibrate it with the force or something? Cool. His crystal's gonna be behind there, right? Yeah. They were all tested on, like, different aspects of the personality, I feel like. Or at least some of them. Damn. Oh my god. He's gonna it's not frozen enough yet. Maybe he'll come sliding through. It looks pretty frozen. Jesus, how did he break through it? I guess maybe it just wasn't solid enough yet. Oh. Okay, so they wouldn't be trapped. Uh. Okay, courage. Hope. Patience. Ah. Interesting. Yes. Okay. Whew. I was so scared something was gonna happen there. Alright, that is it, guys, for episode 6. That was a great episode. I think it was also enhanced. I think it was a good episode just on its own, but I think it was enhanced by me have watching the I watched a playthrough of the Fallen Order game, and the people who watched it knew a lot about Star Wars, and when they went to this planet in the game, they talked about Gungi. I even think they said something about patience too. Um so I was just sorry, my voice is dying here. I thought something they said was like, "Oh, are we gonna find Gunji's body or something like that, or like the kind of like the memories that Cal could pull in that game or whatnot." So it made me worried that something was gonna happen there. I mean, maybe something still will. Maybe they have to go back for something, or maybe like we technically haven't seen them leave yet, so like there could be more in the next episode or something like that. But maybe I just misunderstood what they were talking about. So yeah, the people who played it kind of reference Gunji, which I've watched their playthrough of that game like twice now. 1 second. Excuse me, man, my voice is just dying here. But yeah, I watched their playthrough of that game several times now, just because they're fun to listen to, and which is why I think the name like Gunji like stuck in my mind a bit. But yeah, so certainly interesting. I love the idea of a Wookiee Jedi. I would love to see Gunji when he's like older, if nothing does happen to him. Problem is, I don't know, like, is he a youngling that dies to Anakin or something? I don't know. I don't remember seeing a Wookiee in that room of younglings that he killed, but also doesn't mean that that's all the younglings that he did kill. I don't know. Either way, we know it gets to the point where, like, the Last Jedi or whatever. So I don't know if there are. Granted, Obi-Wan was alive at that point, so others could be too. But but yeah, regardless of all that, I really love this episode. It I love the idea. Like, I love seeing all the different like races that can be Jedi. Some of them we've seen before, like Kit Fisto and stuff like that. We saw like his race as one of the kids. I think that was Zet, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I believe Katuni, was that her name? We've seen an older of her race as a Jedi. I think she was one of the ones in the very beginning of this episode where they, right around the point where they said like the Jedi are dwindling or whatever, and I think it was showing her during that scene. I don't know that we've seen a Jedi of who was the one that had like the hope. I think it's a her. I can't remember what the name was. I apologize, but I don't think we've seen a Jedi of Biff's race. Petro just seems like a human, right? To me, anyway. But yeah, so pretty cool though. I like the test. I like it being. I like that it wasn't that they were ever really in danger. Like, I imagine they would have gone and got them if things went poorly. You just break the ice and go in, I guess. It's just they wanted them to take this test like ultra seriously, thinking their lives are on the line and stuff like that. Granted, some of those like precarious falls and stuff that still could have led to death. Like Katuni falling the way that she did several times, or climbing where she was climbing. If she would have fell off before making it to the top, that could have been death. So it was still dangerous, but I don't think there was any danger of them being locked away forever. So, but I do like that it was about them all learning a lesson. Biff had to learn about the like overcome his fear. We had the Hope one, which makes sense because she was saying like, she was in a room full of crystals and she's like, I'll never figure out which one. She had to find the hope to then use the Force and find the right one and everything. So that was cool. The selflessness one was very obvious with Petro. I figured that was going to be something like that when he first took off and was like, later guys, I'm doing this on my own, so Gungi having to find his patience. I guess confidence was, she was saying like there's no way that she can make that climb, so she had to find her confidence to be able to make the climb and everything. But yeah, I loved just the little messages there of, overcome what plagues your mind, and it'll make you a better Jedi in the future and stuff like that. And now they have their crystals and they can go make their lightsabers, which is also interesting that they talked about how like the crystal channels the Force through the lightsaber for you. So like, we obviously know like you don't need Force power to use a lightsaber. We've seen people who aren't Jedi turn the lightsabers on. So I wonder what aspect of the Force. Obviously, they're making it like hover and stuff, but we see them make other things hover, like people and rocks and stuff like that. So maybe it just gives you like a stronger connection to your lightsaber through that crystal or whatnot. So I do wonder entirely of what like that crystal does to you in terms of the Force. I understand like a crystal in terms of like a laser, right? When you're making it as like a piece of technology, but I'm just curious how the mysticism of the Force plays into that, like Yoda was talking about. But maybe we'll learn more about that at some point. So, yeah, very cool episode. Very much enjoyed it. Love seeing these like younglings. Didn't like seeing them in danger. Like, I mean, as they said, like they could have fallen or something and got really hurt, or if Gungi didn't have the patience and fell into that water and froze to death or something like that. Like I feel like it could have gone wrong in so many ways, and I feel like it is a little irresponsible to send kids in there, but who knows? I mean, maybe. I wonder how much Yoda can see. We know that they can kind of glimpse into the future a little bit and feel and sense things with the Force, so maybe Yoda knew that they were going to be fine. Maybe if he gets any bad vibes, he would have stopped it before even sending them, right? So, for all we know, because of the Force, he was more confident that everyone was going to be okay. It's not that he just randomly sends kids in there, and sometimes they live, sometimes they die, shit happens. Guess we'll just have to find the next one. But, but yeah, find the next youngling and all that, so. But anyway, it does make me sad knowing that there's pretty much no Jedi left at some point, so all these Jedi we're meeting and everything as we go through this show either are in hiding somewhere that no one realizes they're alive or are just dead, and that's sad. It makes me sad every time we meet Jedi because that's just in the back of my mind. So, but I'm looking forward to learning more. Like, I genuinely don't know if all the Jedi are dead by the time, like, Luke comes around and stuff, or are there others just off hiding? Like, I'm really excited to watch the Ahsoka series because I'm wondering, like, what her age range is gonna be. Like, is it gonna be when she's older? And if she is older, wouldn't that mean that she was alive when all the Jedi were supposed to have been wiped out and stuff? But I don't know. Maybe it is when she's younger. Who knows? So I'm just excited to watch more Star Wars and kind of learn. I feel like I keep learning little tidbits as we go through Clone Wars, and we're slowly making our way through the information of this universe and stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below. 2 episodes ahead of time through the early access tier on there. There's also Patreon shows where you can get shows that aren't even released to YouTube yet. Things like The Expanse for live action, or for anime, free runs, solo leveling, all kinds of goodies. And I'm currently watching through Dan to Dan on there. So check all that out if you want more content that isn't even on my channel yet. Links in the description, popping up on the screen, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.